Alright everybody, we're back for some more of Daniel's birthday special, in which we are getting underway with our next segment, which will be Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the DOS. Sorry. There we go. Let's put it back over here to this. And here we go. Playing Jeopardy Deluxe Edition on the DOS now. Let's see how we do. Let's just go with that one. Do expert for the computer players. I need a challenge.
Hi everyone and welcome to Jeopardy.
I'm taking on Tim Yang from Boston. He's a zookeeper. And we're taking on Valerie Lord from Ann Arbor, Michigan. She's a doctor. And these are our 6 categories. We have hodgepodge, weights and measures, double talk, Wild West, bodies of water, and finally toys and games. I like these categories. Alright. Let's begin with bodies of water for 100. Linda Ronstadt sang about a blue one. What is a bayou?
Correct.
Bodies of water 200. Named for the Greek nymph Io, this sea is the deepest part of the Mediterranean. What is the Ionian Sea?
That's it.
Bodies of water 300. Rudolph, Albert, and Victoria are 3 of the Great Lakes on this continent. What is Africa?
Right.
Let's go bodies of water 400. The Coral Sea is in this ocean. I believe it's in the Pacific Ocean.
Yes.
Go with the bodies of water for 500. The Gulf of Bothnia lies between Finland and this other Scandinavian country. What is Sweden?
That's it.
Double talk 100. These 2 words precede Sweet Charlotte in a 1965 film title. What are hush hush?
Correct.
Double talk for 200, please. Nickname of skater Starbuck, who was married to a quarterback, was JoJo.
Right.
300. Fleischer's cartoon clown who grew out of the inkwell. His name sounds like a chocolate drink. Who is Coco?
Right.
400, please. Born Marie Laurie, she appeared in and sang the title song of To Sir with Love. Who is... oh. Lulu?
You are correct.
Oh, wow. I was guessing. Big time. I was big time guessing, but I got it right. Double order at a deli, or a Tom Conti film about a Celtic poet. What is Reuben Reuben?
You are correct.
Hodgepodge for 100. Hairy adjective describing sheep and mammoths. What is woolly?
Yes.
Hodgepodge 200. Susan B. Anthony was raised in this religion. Quaker.
You are correct.
Weights of measure is 100. According to Ted Williams, Babe Ruth had one that weighed 54 ounces. What is a baseball glove?
No.
Ah. Oop. What is a bat? Oh, it's a bat. Ah.
That's it.
My bad. Spelled G-E-R-D in Old English, where it meant a small stick. Now it means precise length. What's a yard?
Correct.
So, what's the measure for 300, I guess? It's the only measure of distance mentioned in the poem, Charge of the Light Brigade. A half a league, yep.
Yes.
Only piece of equipment needed to play Mumbledy Peg. What's a pocket knife?
Yes.
Toys and Games 200. Game where Colonel Mustard might have done it in the kitchen with a rope. What is Clue?
Right.
Could I have Toys and Games for 300, please? Spiritual game whose name came from combining the French and German for yes. What is Ouija? Oops. That's better.
Yes.
400. Bar game in which you double on and double off. What is darts?
That's it.
Toy the game for 500. Sheetrock used in manufacture of pool tables. What is slate?
You are correct.
And I ran that category like it was absolutely nothing. Let's try Hodgepodge 300. Daily double. A big lead right now, 4,700. How much do I want to put at risk? I'm feeling a little bit gutsy here. I'm going to go 2,300. Okay? For an even $7,000, here is the clue. The science of calculating the position of a ship and directing its course. What is compassing? I don't know.
No.
Navigation. Took a little bit of a hit, but still in the lead. Let's try weights and measures for 400. Used in surveying, a chain is divided into 100 units called these. What are links?
You are correct.
Let's go 500. Weights and measures. In metric prefixes, kilo means thousandfold, and this means thousandth part. What is the C?
No.
Oh, boop. Milli.
You are correct.
Another biscuit. Alright. Wild West 100. Should be better here. Along with the Cheyenne, they defeated Custer at the Battle of Little Bighorn. Who are the Sioux?
Correct.
Wild West 200. Here. Sit up right here. From Latin to watch, citizen law groups of the Old West. Vigilantes.
Yes.
Canadian name for a rodeo or a roundup. What's a stampede?
That's it.
Wild West for the next subject, for the next dollar amount, 400. Indian practice associated with battles. It also protected against insects. I don't know. War paint. Oh.
That's it.
There we go. James gang member who later worked as a shoe salesman in a St. Louis department store. Who is, it's either Jesse James or his brother, Frank.
No.
It's Frank. Sorry. Dropped my phone. Yeah, Frank James was the right answer.
Yes.
New York City landmark that was bombed in 1993. What is the World Trade Center? Named for an English chemist who had it and studied it, Daltonism is better known as this. Colorblindness.
That's it.
So I'm in the lead with $2,600. Valerie $1,500 and Tim $1,200. So he's gonna go first. And here are the categories. We're gonna be dealing with fathers, art, fruits and vegetables, rock and roll, TV reruns, and finally, religion. All right. The name of these two fruits are derived from lemon, a Middle Eastern term for citrus. What are lemon and lime?
Right.
Fruits and vegetables, 400. World Book calls these wide, flat beans the most nutritious member of the pea family. What are lima beans?
You are correct.
Fruits and vegetables, 600. Only fruit mentioned in the name by name in the biblical account of Adam and Eve, not the apple. What's the fig?
You are correct.
Fruits and vegetables for 800. In the U.S., the muskmelon with orange-colored pulp is referred to by this name. Oh, the cantaloupe. That's right.
Correct.
This rare fruit is used in the Jewish Feast of Tabernacles, and its peel is used in fruit cakes. The orange, yeah.
No.
Wrong. The citron.
Yes.
Correct. Never heard of it, but it's right. TV reruns, 200. She was bottled in Baghdad some 2,000 years ago by the blue Jean. Who is Jeannie?
Correct.
TV reruns, 400. On the Addams Family, this long-haired cousin hung around in the chimney. Who is it?
That's it.
Working for Bill Davis, Giles French acted as nanny to Sissy and these twins. Buffy and Jody. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I wasn't 100% sure on that one, but either way, that is correct. "100 years ago, the now-dead philosopher Nietzsche claimed this being was dead. Who is God?
That's it.
Religion for 400. The color of Muhammad's banner. What is green?
are correct.
Religion for 600, please. To die at the city of Benares ensures members of this religion are released from endless reincarnation. Hinduism.
Yes.
Painting of inanimate objects, not people. What's a still life?
You are correct.
We'll go with art for 400. American painter famous for scenes of the sea, rural America, and the Civil War. Who is... I'm just going to take a guess and say who is Gilbert Stuart.
No.
Wasn't him. He's famous for paintings of George Washington. Winslow Homer. Oh, that's right.
You are correct.
These girls were a comic punk novelty act before they got the beat. Who are the Go-Go's?
That's it.
Rock and Roll 400. Back up to $5,000. Waylon Jennings was once a member of this Buddy Holly's backup group. Who are the Crickets?
Correct.
Rock and Roll 600. She was once a Beach Boy along with her husband, Daryl Dragon. Who's Tony Tennille?
Right.
800, please. Before Sarah Smile, they met by sharing an elevator to escape a gang fight. Who are Hall & Oates?
Correct.
Year in the 1950s when the Beatles were formed. What is 1959?
Correct.
So TV reruns for 800. If you ask Phil Donahue who's that girl, he'd give you her name. Who is Marlo Thomas?
Correct.
TV reruns 1000. Laugh-In regulars Larry Hovis and Richard Dawson were both regulars on this sitcom. What is Hogan's Heroes?
You are correct.
Alright. Art for 600. The musical Sunday in the Park with George was based on a painting by this French artist. Who is Georges Seurat?
Correct.
800. The overly ornate style which succeeded Mannerism and preceded Rococo. Baroque.
Yes.
Alright. Belgian surrealist with a penchant for painting bowler hats. Who is Rene Magritte?
No.
Oh. Not Peter Paul Rubens, is it? Rene Magritte, not Magritte.
Yeah.
It's with a G, not a C. It's alright. Still in the lead, so got nothing to worry about. Babyface heart transplant occurred in a hospital run by this denomination. The Seventh-day Adventists.
You are correct.
Alright. Most Muslims belong to this sect. Sunni, or Sunni, however you say it.
That's it.
So we know that both daily doubles are in the category of fathers. If Valerie gets one of them, then she could very well steal the lead. Oh! There's one of the two. Oh, she's going 1100. Alright, here's the clue. This actor, the father of triplets, was just a boy on the Waltons. Oh, she's one step closer to taking my lead, or getting close to me. And her response is, who is Richard Thomas? And she's right.
You are correct.
He was a mother of invention, but father to Moon Unit and Dweezil. Who is Frank Zappa?
Correct.
600. Did a daily double. Now is my chance to pull away. I'm going to make it a true daily double. Alright, for $19,200. He shows up for New Year's with an hourglass and a scythe. Who's Father Time?
You are correct.
Still alive. 800. Percy Kilbride played him in a series of rural comedies. Who is Pa Kettle?
You are correct.
He was father to Queen Elizabeth I. Who is Henry VIII?
Yes.
Alright, so I've got a runaway lead right now.
Here is today's final Jeopardy category.
Presidents. I'm going to go $4,000.
Final Jeopardy answer is...
No, first president to win the Nobel Peace Prize, though he carried a big stick. Who is Theodore Roosevelt? So I'm going to end up with $25,000 for Daniel. So I got Daniel $25,000 this game. I'll go ahead and write that down. And we will go ahead and wrap it up for this segment. Yes, exit the game now. And I will see you all for that next segment. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go away.